Hey, hi, hello, welcome to this class for backbending. My name's Nora, and today we are working on a skill called flipping the grip. Now, if you've never done this before, don't worry. We're going to work together to make this work. You will need a strap for today's class. So if you have a yoga strap at home, go ahead and grab that. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a belt, a scarf, a towel, a large t-shirt, even a pair of jeans would work. So make sure that you've got some kind of strap, some kind of piece of cloth or fabric or leather that you can use to extend your reach for today's class. And we'll get started here. So if you're using my playlist, we'll go ahead and sync up together. If you're going to use that playlist, let's go ahead and start together in 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's start in child's pose today. Knees about as wide as your mat, big toes touch, hips sink back down to the heels, walk it out until the forehead touches down to the mat. Take a moment, big breath in, crawl the hands just a little bit further forward in space. And with your exhale, let the back of your heart get heavy. Let's bend the elbows. Point the fingertips up towards the sky and connect the palms. And breathe in, walk your elbows just a little bit further forward so that the underbellies of your arms get longer. Big breath in. And get empty. Settle into stillness. And I want you to start to think about those moments where you want to fall apart. Those moments where you feel overwhelmed or hurt or scared. And oftentimes, those moments where we fall apart, we think about it as a breakdown, as a failure. And for today's class, in those moments where you want to give up, when you need to step back and you need to take a breath, maybe you just need to cry a little bit. Know that you can always come back to child's pose. This is your home base. This is your safe space. Rather than thinking about that breakdown as a failing, I want you to think about that space as a place to start over. Allowing the tears to come and wash away what came before, so that way you can rebuild and rejoin the flow whenever you're ready. Let's take a big breath in. Let it go. One more breath in here. And release. And gently bring the palms back down to the earth. Push the palms down so that the elbows and forearms lift. And then push through the palms so that your hips settle back towards the heels a little bit more. Breathe into your back body. And then pull your navel in to get empty, feeling the whole length of the body here. And one more breath. And empty. Inhale, start to walk the hands back towards the knees so that you're sitting up on the heels. And then bring the hands on top of the shoulders. Make some big circles with the elbows. And begin to notice how the shoulders are sitting on the back body today. If they're getting caught up on anything, if they feel sticky or stuck in any certain place. And then take it the opposite direction, rolling forward. Good. Gently release. Walk the hands out to tabletop. Stacking the knees underneath the hips, palms underneath the shoulders, all 10 fingers spread wide. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, pull the heart forward, lift the chin, lift the gaze. Exhale, push the floor away and round the spine, dropping the chin to the chest. Inhale, cow pose, heart forward, shoulders back, broaden the collarbones. Exhale, lift the navel, push the floor away to spread the back of the heart open. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, back to cat. Inhale, neutral spine, tabletop. Inhale, send the right leg back. And drop the head, look at your lifted toes, turn them down so they're pointing towards the floor, and then pull the toes back so that you're pressing out through the heel. And then notice, as you're here, you'll have a tendency to drop the right hip and dip the belly. Work against this tendency. So push the floor away, keep the torso buoyant, pull the navel up into the spine, and then find a little bit of lift to that right hip. Not too much though, so turn the back toes in towards the center line of the body and you'll find a nice neutral position here. Big breath in. Bend the right knee. Heel towards the sky, almost like you're balancing a platter on the sole of the right foot. As we inhale, reach the heart forward. As you exhale, lift the navel, pulse the foot towards the sky. Now keep in mind, we're not opening this entire right hip to stack on top of left. Instead, we're keeping the right hip equidistant to the floor, same as left, and we're just lifting the thigh so that you're feeling a really strong engagement through the right glutes. We're here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Keep pushing the floor away, finding a lift through the navel. Inhale, send the left arm forward like you're shaking someone's hand. Take a big breath in. Exhale, reach back. Thumb turns down. Catch the inner arch, thumb towards the heel. And then inhale, kick the foot back, turn the heart forward. Navel lifts up and in. Now you might have shifted the weight all the way back into the left knee. Bring it forward so that your right shoulder is still stacking over the right wrist. Inhale, kick the right foot back, thigh lifts. Navel up and in, pull the ribs down. We've got one more. Keep rolling left shoulder forward as you kick the right foot back. And exhale, release. Woo. Swivel the hips a little bit from side to side. Let's warm up the wrists here. Sit back to the heels, stretch the arms up overhead, and flashlights. Curl the fingertips in to make fists and pop them open, flicking water off of your fingertips. If this is too much, you can always bring the hands out in front of you to shoulder height. And you'll start to feel a burning in the wrists and the forearms. That is exactly what we want here. We're here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out, let it go. Let's come back to tabletop and we'll do the other side. So inhale, send the left leg back. Kicking out through the heel, look down. Notice the belly dipping, lift it up and in, push the floor away. A lot of lift to the left thigh and then turn the left toes in just a little bit towards the center line of the body. That'll keep the hips square. Breathe. Bend the left knee, heel towards the sky. With our exhales, we pulse. Left hip stays down, just the left thigh is lifting, and you're feeling the glute contract every time you're lifting the heel up towards the sky. And you might have a tendency as you lift the thigh to dip the belly. Work against this. Navel stays up and in, torso is steady. No movement there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Inhale, reach the right arm forward, thumb turns up. Big breath in. Exhale, reach back, catch the inner arch, thumb towards the big toe. Inhale, kick the foot back into the hand as you turn the chest forward. Exhale, navel in, ribs down. Inhale, lift the leg, kick the foot back. As you exhale, shift a little bit more weight forward as you keep kicking the foot back. Breathe in. Get empty. One more. And exhale, release, tabletop. Swivel the hips a little bit side to side, rinse that out. From here, tuck the toes, lift the knees, send it back to our first downward facing dog. Bend the knees, pedal the feet, sway the hips. Let this be a time that you reacquaint yourself with the sensations in the body. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let go. Walk the hands back towards the feet, coming to a hanging forward fold. Here you have two options. You can grab opposite elbows, or you can interlace the palms at the low back and then let the hands fall away from the spine. Now, whichever option you choose, I want you to find more of a child's pose than a forward fold. So bend your knees a lot and then drape your torso over the thighs so that your lower limbs are giving support to the upper body. Breathe through the nose. If you have the bind, maybe reaching a little bit more through the biceps on the exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, release the bind. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the shins, stretch the heart forward, seat stays high. Exhale, fold down, little bend in the knees, release the back of the neck. Inhale, halfway lift, peel the chest up, shoulders back, heart open. And exhale, fold. Last one, inhale, halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach all the way up to the sky, hands meet overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Inhale, Ardha Hastasana, reach back up to the sky, lengthen through the side bodies, armpits, wrists, and fingertips. Exhale, fold, flat back all the way to the earth. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, walk the hands back out to plank pose, stacking the shoulders over the wrists. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra. Peel the chest up. Now let's talk about the lower body a little bit. Push the shoelace out of your feet down, lift your kneecaps. And then push your pubic bone down and you'll feel your glutes squeeze. A little bit of the inner thighs rolling up towards the sky to keep the tops of the feet pressing down. Take a big breath in, peel the chest up and back one more time. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, send it back to downward facing dog. This time, find a little bit more length. Bend the knees, tailbone up and back. Send the chest up and back. And then let the back of the neck go long by shaking the head out. Big breath in. Let it go. Inhale, lift the heels, lift the hips, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach up to the sky. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus the arms. Feel the shoulder blades glide together. Lean the chest back as you push the hips forward, squeezing the glutes a lot. Inhale, reach back up to the sky, keeping the glutes squeezing. Lift the belly, equal length through front and back body. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, plank. This time we lower halfway down just until the elbows kiss the ribs. You can always drop the knees. Inhale, push the floor away, upward facing dog. Hips stay lifted, kneecaps active, heart forward. Exhale, look to your navel. Pull the navel back into the spine to lift you back to downward facing dog. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Look to the lifted toes, they're turned down. From your hip joint, start to turn the toes over towards the right side of the mat, finding external rotation. And then bend the knee and open the hip, right heel falls towards left sitting bone. Take a moment to lift the right knee a little bit higher. And then maybe circle through the right foot, getting any creaks out of the right ankle. Notice your right shoulder here. You'll want to peel up towards the right, turning the torso to the right side of the mat. Try to draw your right shoulder down, keeping both shoulders equidistant to the floor. Inhale, lift up onto the left toes, left heel rising, and then roll forward to plank pose, stacking shoulders over the wrist. Right toe still squeezing towards the head. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, knee to nose, curl in. Step the right foot through between the palms. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, low lunge, peel the chest up. Let's create some structure here. So imagine tearing the mat apart between the right heel and the left knee. But rather than moving right heel forward and left knee back, I want you to move them towards the outer edges of the mat. So right foot is trying to move to the right, left knee is trying to move towards the left. A lot of squeeze through the left glute. Inhale, lift the chest, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend. Maybe hips slide forward and down as you peel the chest open. Inhale, reach back up, low lunge. Exhale, plant the palms, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach to standing. Exhale, Samasthita. Inhale, reach up, squeeze the glutes, lift the belly. Baby back bend. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, plank. We lower all the way to the floor. Ground the shoelace side of the feet, lift your kneecaps, pubic bone down, glutes squeezing, and then reach the arms all the way forward. Palms down on the mat, bring the forehead to the mat. With your inhale, lift the palms and lift the arms up off the floor. Exhale, cactus the arms, pull the elbows into the side bodies as you lift head, neck, and chest up off of the floor. Legs are still active. Inhale, reach forward, forehead down, hands still lifted. Exhale, palms to the mat. Inhale, lift the palms. Exhale, cactus the arms, peel up. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, palms down. One more inhale, arms lift. Exhale, cactus, lift the chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, set it down. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, inhale, plank. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Look to the toes, exhale, turn the toes to the left, and then bend the knee and open the hip. Take a moment, roll through the ankle, and then square off the shoulders. Notice if that left shoulder is trying to turn up towards the sky. With your next inhale, lift high onto the right toes, and then roll forward to plank pose, shoulders stack over wrists. As you exhale, squeeze the left toes tighter, left glutes engaged. Big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the left foot up between the palms, drop the back knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Try to tear the mat apart between the feet. And breathe in, lengthen from the pubic bone through the fingertips. Exhale, cactus, and lean back onto the shoulder blades, hips glide forward. Inhale, reach back up, neutral spine. Exhale, palms to the mat, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, step up. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, baby back bend, Anuvitasana. Inhale, reach, neutral spine, belly lift, glutes squeeze. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, lower all the way to the floor, Bhujangasana. Forehead down, palms forward. Inhale, lift the palms. Exhale, cactus and lift. Inhale, reach. Set the palms down at the exhale. Inhale, lift the palms. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, set the palms down. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, retract the shoulder blades to lift the chest. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes, lift the thighs. Inhale, plank. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, bend the knee and open the hip. Inhale, roll forward to plank pose, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the right foot through between the palms. Inhale, high lunge, slowly rise. Get comfortable with the legs, maybe a little bend in the back knee. Big breath in, grow tall off the hips. Exhale, hands to the mat, supported warrior 3, back leg lifts. Drop the head, look towards the lifted toes. Turn them in slightly, and then a lot of lift to the left thigh. So the hip stays dropped, but the left thigh is lifting. Inhale, look forward. Keep the palms pressing down to keep the chest buoyant. And with an exhale, bend the left knee. Sole of the foot towards the sky. Look familiar, huh? From here, we're going to pulse. Left thigh towards the sky. Shh, shh, shh. And if you need to, you can bend your bottom knee, or you can place blocks underneath your hands if you need to raise the floor to you. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Last 2 and 1. Hold, point the toes, squeeze them back towards the head. Big breath in. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Left arm opens up into warrior 2. And from here, we're going to talk about the hips a little bit. So when we come into warrior 2, the pelvis tends to drop towards this front thigh, and we see the top of the pelvis disappearing into this hip crease. I want you to take your peace fingers, insert them into that hip crease, and then lift up. You'll feel the back hip descend and relax as the front hip picks up slightly. Nice. Take the arms out wide. Arms out wide. And then take a look down at the big toe of your front foot. You might not be able to see it because the knee is typically blocking it, so we're going to work with that a little bit. Let's rotate the torso from the navel only. Rotate it towards the top of the mat. My chest is in line with the left diagonal top corner of the mat. From here, try to open your knee towards the right side of the mat. The knee should align over the second and third toes of the foot. Good. Maintain that alignment and then begin to swivel back towards the left side wall. And you'll feel a bigger stretch through the left groin. Big inhale. Take a deeper lunge in the front knee, keeping the knee tracking over the second and third toes. Inhale, reverse warrior, lift up and out of the right hip crease. Exhale, cartwheel the palms to the floor. Slide the right foot back, feet hip width apart. Let both heels drop to the left. Inhale, right arm high for side plank, Vashisthasana. Wherever you are in the side plank, I want you to push down through whatever's on the floor and then squeeze the left hip up towards the sky. Maybe the left hip is at the same height as the left armpit. If you want more here, inhale, hover the right foot off the floor. Exhale, bend the knee, hug heel back towards hip. Feel the hamstrings and glute engage. Maybe you reach for the foot, or you can kickstand the toes. Inhale into wild thing, lifting the hips and heart towards the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, right palm down. Option to take a vinyasa or choose to skip it. If you're taking it, lower slow. Inhale, open heart, active legs. Exhale, look to the navel, pull the navel into the spine, let that carry you back into downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee and open the hip. Inhale, lift onto the right toes, roll forward to plank. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the left foot through, inhale, slow rise, high lunge. If you're feeling wobbly here, left foot walks over to the left side of the mat. Take a big breath in, reach up tall. Exhale, supported warrior 3, hands to the mat, right leg lifts. Again, little bend in the standing leg, maybe blocks underneath the hands here if you need it. Look down, look at your lifted toes, turn them in slightly, and then lift the front of the right thigh. Hips are still square to the floor. Inhale, reach the heart forward, and then keep pressing the palms down to keep the chest buoyant. We're not sinking down here, but staying lifted, core engaged. Big breath in. Bend the right knee, heel towards the sky, and we're pulsing. Shh, 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 shh. Good. Right glute squeezes, right hamstrings engaged. We're just starting to find that engagement on the back body of all of those muscles that support our back bends. Last two. And one. From here, point the toes, squeeze the toes towards the head. Big breath in. Exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, right arm pulls you up and open. Take a moment to sort out the legs. Make sure you've got equal weight in both legs. So a lot of weight pouring down through the pinky edge side of the back foot, and then the front knee glides forward. If you need to, you can take your peace fingers into that left hip crease, scoop it up and out so it stays lifted, and the rear hip descends slightly, or rear side of the pelvis. Reach the arms out wide, big breath in. From the navel, swivel towards the top right corner of the mat, and then open the left knee towards the left side of the mat so it's in line with the left, or rather with the second and third toes. Keep that alignment in the knee and then swivel back to face the right side wall. Inhale. Deepen the lunge in the front thigh, keeping the alignment over second and third toes. Inhale, reverse warrior, take it up and back. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down. Slide the left foot back, feet stay hip width apart. Drop both heels to the right. Inhale, left arm high. With the exhale, hug right hip up towards the sky. If you want more, inhale, hover the left foot. Exhale, bend the knee, hug hip, or rather heel towards hip. Give it a squeeze. Maybe reach back and catch the foot, or second option is to take wild thing. Inhale wherever you are. Exhale, plank pose. Choose to take the vinyasa or skip it. Inhale into a back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, look to the navel, navel to spine, lift you back into down dog. Breathe in and let it go. Inhale, roll forward to plank pose, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor. From here, let's take it to Sphinx pose. So forearms on the earth, elbows underneath the shoulders. With your inhale, drive the elbows down to peel the chest up away from the floor. And with your exhale, scrub the elbows back to take the heart even further forward. Big breath into the heart. Exhale, let the back of the heart sink. Breathe in. Exhale, bring the right forearm parallel to the top of the mat. The elbow is still about right underneath the shoulder. Hug the left heel back towards the hip and then reach back for the foot. If you can't catch it here, you can always reach for that strap and it can help you out. Pull the foot back towards the hip and then kick the foot back into the hands. Big breath in. Let it go. Try driving the pubic bone down, squeezing your glutes, and notice how that lengthens the front of the left thigh a little bit more. Inhale. And exhale. If you have a little bit more range here, you might start to take the hand on top of the toes, palm down, spin the palms so the fingertips point forward, elbow towards the sky, and you can turn the chest to the top of the mat. Big breath in, last one. And exhale, release. We'll take it right into the other side. So left forearm parallel to the top of the mat, elbow about underneath the shoulder. Bend the right knee, reach back, catch the right foot. Inhale to the front of the right thigh. Exhale, push the pubic bone down, squeeze your glutes as you hug the foot back towards the hip. Inhale through the nose. And out through the nose. And you're welcome to take the same arm variation here, palm flat on the toes. Swivel the fingertips to turn forward as the elbow lifts, and then you can turn the entire chest towards the top of the mat. And with the inhale, see if you can expand the surface area of the front of the right thigh. Good, one more breath here. And exhale, release. Hands underneath the shoulders, push back into a child's pose, neutralize the low back. Exhale, walk the hands back towards the heel so that you're sitting up. And we'll reach for our strap now, and we'll do a little bit of work to warm up the shoulders before we start to get into this idea of flipping the grip. So go ahead and unravel your strap. You want to take a decent amount of length between the hands, and you want that strap to be taut. With your inhale, lift the arms all the way up overhead, keeping the arms equidistant to each other, and that strap taut between the palms. With your exhale, keeping the arms straight, start to lower the strap behind you. Whew. Inhale, lift it back up to the sky, and exhale down in front. Now, you might have done one and been like, that was really hard. Take more strap between your hands. Allow yourself a little bit more space here. And if you were like, that was really easy, take less strap between your hands. It gets much harder very quickly. So inhale to lift up, and exhale to lower behind you. Woo, we all get to that one spot where it's really tricky. Now, when you get to this part, I don't want you to bend your elbows. You're not like trying to take one hand closer to the floor than the other. If you get to this point and you can't keep the arms straight and the palms equidistant from the floor, take more strap between your palms and then lower. Yeah, we're just gonna do a couple rounds. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Inhale, rise, and lower. A couple more rounds in your own time. If you want to pause anywhere along here and breathe, maybe you get to this point and you're like, I just want to hang out here. Do it. Open up the shoulders. And this is called shoulder flossing. It's about as good for your shoulders as regular flossing is for your teeth. Last two. Last one. Woo. All right, shake it out. Let that go. We'll take our strap and let's come to tabletop. And we'll work on this idea of flipping the grip a little bit. So keep your strap in your left hand. I'm going to take the only two loose ends in my hand, and I'm going to keep a loop outside of the palm. Tabletop, inhale, kick the right leg back. Lift the navel up and in, no dipping belly, and then bend the right knee hip towards the heel. We're going to turn over the left shoulder. We're going to lift up that left hand, take the strap loop it around the foot. Loop it around the foot. Yeah. Okay. From here, I want you to turn your palm over to the left side of the mat. Bend your left elbow in towards your side body, and then pull the hand back towards your shoulder as you let the strap slide through the hand. All right, so elbow points down, hand is stacked over the shoulder. With your inhale, kick the right heel and left palm up towards the sky. And then turn your palm down, elbow points forward. We have flipped the grip, folks. Inhale, kick the foot up and back. Push through the right palm. Exhale, pull the left elbow forward so the foot moves forward and you feel the right glute squeeze. Inhale, kick up towards the sky. Exhale, hug everything in towards the center line of the body. Last breath. Exhale, slowly release your grip of the strap, letting the strap slide through the palm as the right knee comes down to the floor. Nice. We're just going to take that whole thing to the other side, and then we'll play around with this in a couple of other postures where you can flip the grip. So, strap in the right hand. You want to keep a loop on the outside. Tabletop, inhale. Kick the left foot back. Exhale, navel up and in. Bend the left knee. Heel towards the sky, turn over the right shoulder, wrap the loop around the toes. All right, elbow points towards the body, palm turns up. Let the strap slide through the hands until the right hand is on the right shoulder. Elbow points down. With your inhale, kick the foot and the fist up towards the sky and then turn the palm down, elbow points forward. Big breath in, kick the foot back, reach up. Exhale, navel in, right elbow pulls forward slightly. Inhale, kick the foot back, push through the left palm. Navel and ribs in. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly let the strap slide through the hand as you lower the left knee. Woo! All right. Let's remove the strap. You're going to place it off to the side. Tuck the toes. Lift back to downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open the mouth side out. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, lift high into the toes. Roll forward to plank. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the right foot up between the palms. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Exhale, open the arms parallel to the floor. Inhale, turn the palms up, turn the chest up, look up towards the sky. Exhale, open twist to the right, swivel from the navel, turning to the right side of my mat. Right hand reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Big breath in, grow tall off of the bowl of the pelvis. Exhale, deeper bend in the front knee as you drop the back hand to the back thigh. Inhale, lift the left arm up, spin the chest to the top of the mat for exalted warrior. Deeper lunge through the front thigh. Keep your back knee and back thigh lifting up towards the sky. One more breath in. Exhale, supported warrior three. Both hands to the mat, back leg lifts up. Bend the left knee, hug the hip towards the heel. You know where we're going. We're going to take the strap into the right hand this time. Right hand. Very gently look over the right shoulder. You're going to loop the strap around the right foot. And then we're going to do what we did before. Kick the foot back. Let the strap slide through the palms until the hand is on the shoulder, elbow points down. Inhale, kick the foot up. Punch the sky with the right hand. Palm turns down. Exhale, ribs in. Inhale, kick the foot back. Reach the arm up to the sky. Exhale, left glute squeezes. Hug in. One more breath in. Exhale, lightly let the strap slide through. Left knee into the chest. You're just going to let that strap come all the way off the foot. Left knee hugs in. Good. Bend your standing leg. Cross left ankle over right knee. You might use the right hand to help you get there. Left ankle on right knee for figure four. Drop the hips back and down, keeping the left foot flexed. Bring the weight back into the heel of your standing foot. And then hands come towards heart center, perhaps. You can also take the arms forward like you've got a little tray on the forearms. Big breath in. Big breath out. Drive the elbows back to reach the heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, hands wrap around the shin. Rise to standing, carrying the left leg into tree pose, Vrikshasana. Now that foot doesn't have to be in the thigh. It can be on the shin. It can also kickstand on the floor if you prefer. That's entirely up to you. We are going to work the glutes here a little bit though. So squeeze the glutes forward like you're trying to push your groin forward. And then pull the left knee back in space, opening up a little bit more. If you want more challenge, reach the arms up to the sky. Maybe look up. Maybe close the eyes. And if that makes you wiggle and wobble out of that, good. That's a good thing. We want to challenge ourselves here. If you need to step back in, step back in. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more breath. Lightly release the left foot. Left hand drops to the left side body. Reach back and catch the foot, thumb towards the big toe. Inhale, hug the inner thighs together. Squeeze the glutes. Reach up through the front body. Exhale, kick the foot back to dance for dancer's pose. And if you'd like to play with flipping the grip here, you can. You can go ahead and pick up that strap and you'll loop it around the left foot. You don't have to here. If you're comfortable with regular dancer, that's fine too. But it's the same principles that we've been working this entire time. So if you want to go there, go ahead and go there. Kick the foot back, reach the left arm up and over. You can also bring the right hand into this if you like, walking the hands back towards that left foot. Big breath in. Navel and ribs down. And you can step out when you're ready. Left foot steps to the back of the mat for warrior two. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the palms to the mat. Slide the right foot back. Option to take a vinyasa or choose to skip it. With this exhale, we all meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee and open the hip. Inhale, lift onto the right toes, roll forward to plank. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the left foot through. Inhale, slow rise, high lunge. Exhale, open the arms parallel to the earth. Inhale, turn the palms up, turn the heart up, look up. Exhale, swivel from the navel, open twist. Left hand reaches to the back of the mat. Inhale, lift up tall through the torso. Deeper bend in the front knee. Breathe in. Drop the back hand to the back thigh. That thigh is lifting up into the hand. Inhale, exalted warrior. Maybe a deeper bend in that front knee. Maybe you're wobbly like me. Inhale, lift up out of the right hip flexor. Exhale, hands to the mat, supported warrior three, back leg lifts up. Now reach for your strap because you know where we're going. You're going to keep the strap loop in your left hand. Bend the right knee, turn over the left shoulder, catch the foot in the loop of the strap. Let the strap slide through the hand as you turn the chest back to the top of the mat. Elbow points down, hand on the shoulder. Inhale, punch the sky with the foot on the left hand. Exhale, little bend in the standing leg, right glute squeezes. Inhale, reach the heart forward, reach up through the palm and the foot. Exhale, navel in, ribs down. One more. And exhale, lightly release the strap as you hug right knee into the chest. Allow the strap to just come off the foot. Bend your standing leg. Figure four, right ankle on left knee. Flex the right toes. Lean back into your standing heel. Maybe the arms reach forward. Maybe you take this little tray position, elbows in towards the shin. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, sit down deeper. Last breath, heart forward. Hands wrap around the shin. Exhale, rise to stand, carrying the right foot into tree pose, Vrikshasana. Find your balancing point. Make sure you've got a drishti here. One steady gazing point for the eyes. Glute squeeze, groin forward, right knee opens to the back of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe the gaze shifts up to the sky. Maybe you close the eyes here. Let's take one more breath. Exhale, right hand drops to the right side body, reach for the foot. Inhale, hug the inner thighs together, squeeze the glutes, groin forward, lengthen from the pubic bone to your left fingertip. Exhale, kick the foot back into the hand to dance. Same option here if you'd like to work with the strap a little bit, or if you're like, girl, that's enough strap work, I'm done today, that's okay. Feel free to continue dancer's pose without it. If you want that extra challenge, loop it around the right foot, strap in the right hand for Natariyasana. Right hand on the shoulder, elbow pointing down. And with your inhale, kick the foot up into the sky. Right arm reaches all the way up, elbows pointing forward. Left arm forward. Maybe you want to take it back onto the strap and you're walking the hands back. Inhale, lift the right thigh, reach the heart forward. Exhale, navel in, right glute squeezes, maybe the hands walk back. Let's do one more like that. And exhale, slowly release. Release your strap if you've got it. Right foot steps to the back of the mat. Warrior two, inhale. Deep lunge through the front thigh. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down to the mat. Slide the left foot back. Option to take a vinyasa. Or skip it. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Breathe in. Side out. In through the nose. Blow it out through the lips. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee to right wrist. And we'll take it into half pigeon pose. So walk your back toes back. Maybe the right hip lands on the floor, maybe it doesn't. You can always put a block or some props underneath there. A towel always works well too. So make sure that your right hip is well supported. And flex your right toes. You can always bring this right shin parallel to the top of the mat if you'd like. Because we are going to be working a little bit of back bending, I recommend taking the foot closer to the groin for today. And then sit up nice and tall. Hands next to the hips. Inhale, lift the heart. Hug the inner thighs towards each other. So you feel this kind of lift up underneath the pelvis. That right hip might even lift up off the floor. I want you to keep that engagement. And then we'll reach for the strap. So if it's not within reaching distance, go ahead and grab it. And keep those hips hugging together. Bend the left knee, hug it back towards the heel. Turn over the left shoulder, loop the strap around the foot. Loop the strap around the foot. Let the strap slide through the hands. As you turn the chest forward, elbow down, fingertips are resting on the shoulder. Inhale, punch the sky with the left hand. Maybe more strap needs to slide through the hands. Take it there. Light bend of the elbow. Thumb is pointing back towards the toes. Big breath in, lift the heart, reach up. Maybe right hand joins it. And again, you can choose to walk the hands down the strap, taking this into a bigger back bend. Inhale, hug the armpits together as you reach the elbows up. Exhale, ribs down, navel in, squeeze the thighs together. 2 more. Last one, a lot of squeeze to left glute. Exhale, release the foot, let the strap slide through the hands, and we'll take it into a full sleeping pigeon. So maybe that's staying at tall arms, maybe down to forearms, maybe forehead to the mat, but we've got about 5 rounds of breath here. Wherever you are, let the head drop, release the back of the neck. Inhale, come back up to tall arms if you've dropped down. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and with your next inhale, send the right leg high to 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, couple of circles through the knee if you like. Then we meet in downward facing dog to take it to the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to left wrist. And flex the left toes. Walk the back toes down. Maybe that left outer hip lands on the earth. Hands next to the hips. Take a big breath in. Reach the heart up. Grow tall through the front body. Exhale to hug the hips and inner thighs towards each other. Ribs down, navel in. And bend the right knee. Hug the hip back towards the heel. Or heel back towards the hip, rather. Take that strap into the right hand. You'll take the loop around the foot. Let the strap slide through the hands until the chest turns forward, elbow down, like you're carrying a knapsack on your back. Squeeze the right glute, hug the right glute in towards center, and then inhale, right arm punches up towards the sky, palm turns down, elbow forward. Big breath in. Hug, heel closer to the hip. Right glute squeezes, maybe left hand reaches up and walks down the strap as well. And if you're like, I've had enough today with this back bending, with the strap, go ahead and melt into sleeping pigeon. And if you're with me for a little bit more, inhale, hug the inner thighs together, lengthen up through the front body. Armpit squeezes, the elbows rise. Hug hips together. Squeeze the right glute. Navel and ribs down. Breathe. One more. And exhale, slowly release. Place that strap off to the side and melt down for a few breaths in your sleeping pigeon. Inhale, tall arms. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Inhale, send the left leg high to three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, couple of circles. And downward facing dog. Drop the knees, cross the heels, and sit behind the feet. You might need to scoot yourself forward on your mat, but we'll meet laying down on our backs. As you land on your back, hug the knees into the chest. Roll around on the low back a little bit. Notice how things are feeling there. And with an inhale, open the arms wide into a T shape or cactus arms if you're short on space. And exhale, drop the knees to the right. Inhale, knees back to center. And exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. And catch the outer edges of the feet for happy baby. Pull down towards the armpits. And then kick the feet back up towards the sky and see if that allows you to drop the low back down to the floor. Once the low back is touching again, push the feet up towards the sky and see if that gives you a little bit more juice to wring out of the hips. And gently release. Give the knees a squeeze. We've reached our final resting pose. You're welcome to take traditional Shavasana, arms and legs extended on the floor. Or I've lately been offering seated meditation. Shavasana at home can be hard just because there are more distractions. So you might find that an upright position might be what you need here. Whatever it is, find your space. Wiggle yourself into a space of comfort. Close the eyes and breathe. We're only here for 3 minutes. We'll keep this short and sweet, but stick with the feeling in your heart, even as that changes throughout the pose. you have a little bit more time to stay, please stay. If you're ready to come out with me, take a big breath in through the nose. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. If you're laying on your back, drop one ear into the mat and then the other. If you're in seated, drop your chin to your chest and then drop one ear to one shoulder and then the other. And on your next inhale, reach the arms overhead, full body stretch, lengthening out. And exhale, knees into the chest, roll to your right side. If you're in seated, hands to heart center. You're welcome to finish class laying on your side or meet me in a seated position. Wherever you are, allow yourself a moment of gratitude, just for showing up, making space, and allowing yourself to fall apart when you need to, and using that as a platform to rebuild from. Thumbs up to the third eye between the brows. Big breath in through the nose. Share your breath with the room. As we bow forward in reverence to each other, together we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice and your presence with me today. If you enjoyed this class, please check back. I upload a new class every week. If you haven't checked out other classes in the Backbend series, I really encourage you to, because it looks at all of the major parts of the backbend and how we can create a safer and stronger backbend throughout. Until we meet on the mat again soon, namaste.